Hey everybody, want to make a journal super easy with a technique I've never done before myself ever, but I think it's going to be easy. It's going to be first time. Let me show you what we're going to work with. It's really sexy. It's a food box. That's right. Just this was my lunch or dinner the other day and I thought, oh, you're coming with me, little potential. And a stapler. I know. I think it's going to work. I have high hopes. Let's do this. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to deconstruct the box. This box happens to be 6 and a little bit by 6 and a little bit, so I can rotate it any way I want because apparently there was a little mouse that got into one end and tore it all open like a ravenous animal, and it wasn't very mindful. You see the unmindfulness there? Just like, I'm just getting into my food and eating. Well, we have different plans for this box. Let's deconstruct. So deconstruct basically just means you open it up except for one side. So we're going to keep this side. No, we're not. I've just made a big fat lie right there. Let's see the little mouse hole here. Since this box is square, I can also rotate it this way. This can be my spine. You know what I'm going to do? Because the great wisdom of the ages, and I can hear them hearkening. Hello, hearkening journal angels. Just remind yourself what side is the spine. Okay, I did that. All right. Okay. And then I'm going to open this. Okay. Then we're going to open everything and it's going to open like a big flat flopper. Okay, here we go. Opening the spine, everything's open. See that? I'm going to write the word spine here so I don't forget. Spine. Okay. All right, so there we go. So my journal is actually going to go like this. Okay, and I'm just going to cut all this other stuff off. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, I brought everything out so I would have it at the ready. Not everything else off. Let's just be ginger initially. No running amok. Ginger first. Okay, I just can't see. Back up. No, not that. This button. That button. There we go. Okay, so grab utensil of choice, scissors, guillotine cutter. I'm just going to use rulers and a craft knife. And we're just going to pare this baby down. Okay. Now, you could just use, if you didn't muck it up, you could just use the side that's already nice and pretty, which would be more make more sense. But now these are going to have to go together again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to write an S here too, so I don't. I'm going to keep that too. Okay. Right? Where is it? Right? Like that. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Look at that. I apparently the little mouse rat got there too. I'm going to have to repair that somehow. That's okay. I can do it. I can do it. Okay. I can take this top off. We don't need this. I have already managed to make this harder than it needs to be. Look at me go, but I just want you to know that just because there's a little tear in something doesn't mean it has to stop you, especially if you're using it for a base, because you can work around it, you can patch it, repair it, cover it, that kind of fun stuff. Okay, so here we have this little thing. Let's try and repair it now. And you know, I just think I'm going to use some masking tape, something thin. You could use washi tape. Just to strengthen it a little bit, see what kind of serious damage I did in here. Oh, it's not so bad. No, I think I was making a lot of hoop about nothing. Okay, repair if I dare, I so dare. Let me go closer so you can see. I'm repairing with the masking tape. See? And you guys, it's like, it's not even there. Okay, yeah, come on. Okay, good. All right, so we have our spine. I know it looks weird. I know. Let me back up. But when we close it up, and we're going to glue that, that means I got to take this piece off too, because I forgot about that. So let me go back in there and, well, that means that piece is coming off. Is that going to work? Let me see. Yep, totally, no, okay. So, wait a minute. No, it's okay. I'm going to remove this whole section. Look at me go. Freaky, huh? I know. It seems like I'm cutting the whole thing apart. Could have done it the other way. But no. We had to deal with mouse rat. Yes. Okay, so this whole piece is coming out. Guess what? That's all I have left. It doesn't look like much, right? But when it all comes together, it's going to form a spine. There's my spine again. See, we still have spinach. We still have spinach. Do I have too much spinach? I don't want too much spinach. It should be just the exact amount of spinach, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and glue that in place. I'm going to use some Fabrifix. That's what I'm doing. Unscrewing this from its own little glue stopper at the bottom. Glue here to create a spine. And there is something like that's a little bit different about this technique that I think it's going to make it easier. Not that I'm demonstrating that very well yet, but I will. I will improve with time. Give me a minute. I have high hopes for this. Okay, now, do we truly want it this wide? I don't know. It seems a little bit wide. Okay, so I made 4 piles of paper, and they are approximately, what, 9 by 6? Just because they were, no, I'm lying. They're basically 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper that I folded in half. It doesn't matter if they're all the same size or not, because we are going to cut them down a little bit. But let's just see how wide we want this to be. I made 4 signatures. Okay. I hope this works. Okay, so that's going to be a very, very full journal. And yes, I hear you. How wide is the spine, Pam? How wide is the spine? The spine is 1 3/4 inches wide. 1 3/4 inches wide. You can do narrower, the hardest word in the English language to say. More narrow, narrower. Let it be more narrow. Okay, it's probably not. You know, some of the things in life just really don't matter that much. You know what I mean? Like more narrow or narrower. Why do we fuss on those things? You know, there's so many other wonderful things to think about. Okay, so we have that. And yeah, that could be kind of a nice wide journal. I don't even really need to trim it much. I could actually just cut these down and just make everything easy. Why don't I do that? Okay, let's do that. Okay, so that's one cut I don't have to do. All right, so the only thing I have to worry about is the height. So the easiest thing to do with the height is you do this. You put it all like that. And now, if you want your papers to abut at the very end, you leave them down there. But I suggest retracting everything about 1/4 inch from the top and from the bottom. So if you take it and you use this as a template, and you come along and you make a line like that, okay? Now you bring these all together, all nicey nice. Now, oh, I've got these in here. I need to move these. I should have used the smaller ones, you know. Make sure you rotate those out of the way. You don't want to be trying to cut through those. No, none of that, no. And you could even use another one to hold them together, which isn't a bad idea. I want to teach you good habits, but I think I'm going to be okay. I'm just going to go for it. So I would say 1/4 inch from the top and 1/4 inch from the bottom is about 1/2 inch. So let's cut it to, let's just say there. All right. There's my line that I'm going to cut. Okay. So I'm cutting all 4 signatures at the same time with my craft knife. Oh, it moved. Did you see that? Yep. It moved. Okay. That's fine. No, we have a workaround for that. This is called the workaround. You hold everything right where it is, and you're going to put this mark on the same spot on every one of these. There. I know you don't have to do them all together at the same time. Take them apart. Put those over there to rest. This is what we do. We create on the fly with different things to accommodate the seriousness of fun at the moment at hand. You can just go away because you're entirely in the way, and I should have used a small one. Okay, so that came through nicely. So I have a sharp craft knife, and I'm very proud of myself for having a sharp craft knife. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. And now we know where that dot is. See, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to square it up. Oh, and it's almost on that line, so I just follow it this way. These craft mats make life so much easier when you're trying to figure out if you're drawing a straight line or not. You just have to make sure that you're flush down here with a line. Okay, there we go. Here we go. The butter. Are we through like butter? We are through like butter. There we go. We've got lots of extra stuff to play with. If we wanted to. Okay, stick that over there. We've got 2. Here we go again. I like to show you all the steps in case somebody doesn't know one of the steps. You can fast forward me. You have the power. So if I am not insulted, I am not hurt or wounded, heck, I won't even know. So it's okay. Go ahead, by the little, there's a little gear looking button, kind of over here somewhere, or maybe, no, it's down here somewhere. And click on that and then click on play speed. And there's the one that says, just talk faster, Pam. That's what it says. And you can just click that. Or just get to the point, Pam. All right, so sometimes it's kind of nice to see how other people make journals, even from beginning to end, because I assume everybody's thinking the same thing, and we're not. We all walk into this journey at a different point, and I don't know where that point is for everybody. So I want to show you all the steps so that you can fully grasp what I'm trying to do here. And then maybe you can make one too, which would be the best thing ever. Okay, here we go. Cutting the last one. Okay. All right, butter 1, butter 2. There, okay, we're through. Usually if you go through in 3 swipes, you've got a sharp blade, so that's a good thing. Yay, sharp blade. And still have all appendages attached? Even better day, yay. Perfect day. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Seeing where they sit in the door. And we have, okay, let's see. We have a little space at the top and a little space at the bottom. Oh, I didn't show you. A little space at the top. We got a little space at the bottom, and we can wiggle it around to make it look really good. Okay, so now here we go. All right, a couple of things. We got to decorate the inside, got to decorate the outside. So let's do that first. Okay, I have this really cool old book page, but you can use anything. You can use scrapbook paper, whatever you like. I just think this might be kind of neat to look. Now notice, oh, wait a minute, let me see. Are these wide enough? Maybe I wanted to shave those down, but not yet. Yeah, not yet. Okay, so if we were going to shave them down, where would we shave them down? Well, no, don't do it yet, because we're going to do something else. Okay, so this is not wide enough. So what I'm going to do is cut it in half. Okay. If I can cut a straight line here, cut it in half. So I'm just going to shimmy off this edge with a nice shaped blade, sharp blade, which makes it nice and easy. And then I'm going to get my glue stick, my Scotch Create glue stick, permanent glue stick, my favorite one. Okay, and I'm going to go around here, close to the edges. Yes, that's right. Is that right? Maybe not yet. Nope, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. There's 1,000,001 ways you can do a cover. I'm just going to do it this way. Yeah, I'm going to do it this way. It's too late. I'm in here. I'm doing it now. So it makes a difference whether you start on the inside or the outside. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Today, I'm starting on the inside. So this is a demonstration of decorating the cover on the inside first and what happens. That's right. And there's a couple ways to put this together when you're done. Okay, so first things first. I think I'm going to place this down where I want it. I want to get maximum picture. Right about there. That's good. So I'll just have to do minimal trimming at the bottom. No big deal. No big deal. And then over here, same thing. And I'm looking around the camera because it's floating. It's right at my neck right now. so convenient. Okay, we're going to go a little bit over more. Don't tear, don't tear. Okay, we are good. We are not bad. Okay, we will take that in the glory of it all. I'm going to flip it over, and we're going to cut this off. Okay. Okay, there we go. Did I fudge it? A little. Okay, we'll fix that later. See, I tore a little bit of it, but we'll fix that. No, don't worry about that. Here's a little piece that could actually go over there perfectly. That little piece could glue right there. Look at that, how cute that would be. I guess it would be cuter if I used a cream piece, like the actual piece that came off. Let me try that. A little bigger than I need to get it gluey. And stick it right here. Why not? Let's try it. I don't think it's the right piece, but we'll try it. nope, not the right piece at all, but that's okay. We'll just let it dry. Okay, if we can. All right, so now what I would like to do is decorate this area, and there's a reason for that. Okay, I am going to try it this way. Let's see if it works. Okay, this is bare bones trying it this way to see if it works trick. Okay, so my box is thick enough, I think, for a small journal cover, so that's okay. Let me just trim this off now. Oh, nutritional facts, 180 calories. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Too bad I had to eat 2 of them, maybe 3. You know how that goes? Yeah, I know. And all right, so we have that, and now we can cover that. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it with a little thin piece of material. I have now produced from the depths a piece of coffee dyed and inked bed sheet, which I think is going to work perfectly here, which I think will look nice with the coloring and everything too. So let's just go with that. I'm going to fray it a little bit at one end. And I don't know, can I tear it this way? Oh, I can. Look at that. I got a really nice edge there. That's very nice. Okay. And then we're going to put that down here. And we want to tear it at the other end. Okay, about here. Okay, let's hope that was at the right spot. And then we're gonna glue it down again. Now you could use this, or you could use Fabrifix. Maybe I'll use Fabrifix this time because I do want a good strong connection here. I'm putting it on thin. It's in the Sugar Bells icing piping bottle. You can see that in my Amazon shop. Oh, if I didn't tell you, hey, free gift with purchase, September. Don't forget, you get a free printed Digikit, 5 pages of Victorian images for you, automatically included with any FUNDLE purchase. And a FUNDLE is a collection of old and interesting papers, about 100 plus, to make your junk journals with. That's the September special. So there you go. And that's enough, Pam. And I'm going to finger smoosh because I don't want bleed through. Okay, this helps prevent bleed through. See, I had another idea, but now I'm going off in this direction. And that is okay because I think this will work. Okay, I'm putting this here. Flattening. I'm just going to hang over the sides a little bit, and that's good. I want that. That's all right. It's kind of the look I'm going for here. You can always do trimming if you want more trimming. Just make sure you didn't tear it too short. And if you tore it too short, you can just add a little piece. You can make like little bars of something else at the bottom and make it look like it was entirely planned. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Okay, just smoosh, down. Turn it over. Okay, we got a little going on here, a little there. Smoosh, down. Okay, so we have the inside cover all nice. So let's just train it a bit. It's already got natural folds there because the box gods gave it to us that way. That was so nice of them. And it is 100 degrees in here because I was cold earlier, and I'm afraid if I turn off my camera to change the temperature, I will lose you. So I'm going to carry on and just pretend I'm having a hot flash. I'm not, though. It's just a lot. It's hot in here. It's like 82. Okay, let's have a sip of nice cool water. Yes. You know when a slug of room temperature water feels cool? You know your house is hot. Okay. So now to decorate the spine. And I thought I would use this to decorate the spine. You can use anything, again, scrapbook paper, whatever you like. But this is it was a piece of dyed paper, and I glued scraps on it. And then I went and I sewed it around and then sewed it across in different directions just to anchor the paper so I have no peely-uppies. See, no peely-uppies? That's kind of cool, right? But yet again, I have the problem. This is not wide enough to cover my spine. But I think if I cut it in half and then I wrap the spine with something on the outside, I'll be just fine. It'll be okay. All right, there's a small peely-uppie, but we can handle you in the great scheme of things. So don't worry. All right, as I put you down. Okay, sharp bladed knife to the rescue. Cutting through all my sewing. Oh well. Okay, now. And I like that. I thought that was pretty for the front. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to, I could north it. I can do that, totally. Okay, so let's do this. And let's just glue it on there. And I'm going to use Fabrifix. Okay, so it's going to be on this side. Lots but thin. This is paper to paper. Fabrifix is a clear silicone glue, which works well. Fabric to fabric, fabric to paper, paper to paper. Not sponsored, just like the glue. And I laugh here because somebody said I should put that on a t-shirt. You guys are funny. Okay, so I'm just taking this to the edge. I'm not even doing a wraparound. Look at me not doing a wraparound. I'm just taking it to the edge and seeing how far I get. Not bad. Okay. So now we'll do the other side. So another thing you can do with masterboards, you can make covers from them, which is a lot of fun. And they're ready to go and ready to be played with. So, so if you're wondering what to do one day and you just don't know what to do, bang out some masterboards. I don't know why they call it that, because it sounds so intimidating, like masterpiece or masterwork, because it makes it sound like you shouldn't cut it up. But I think that's the whole... I don't know, but I think that's the whole intention, is that you create something in a big form and then you use pieces and parts of it for many things, or at least that's my understanding of it, which could be totally wrong. But in this case, if we called it something like the cut up board or the slice and dice board, you know what I mean? It'd be a lot easier, it'd be a lot easier. Okay, so now look at, we have 2 honker flaps hanging out at the top. Let's cut those off. And those would be nice to use in the book somewhere. We could use those as pockets or tucks or something like that. So nothing goes to waste here. No, nothing goes to waste. Okay, get close. Slow, firm. Always watch the blade. Yeah, and just make that your practice. Slow, firm, always watch the blade. And some people say even angle slightly away from you. Not a bad idea. Like a little bit like that, so that if it slips, it's not coming your way. It's going somewhere else, we hope. I don't know. Okay, there we go. We have that. Now there's some weird stuff going on down here. Let's just trim that up just to make it all nice. But I think what I'm going to do, I'll trim that up a little bit too. Now let's say you're not that good at making it all matchy perfect at the bottom. If you want to sew around the edges, you can do that, because that will hold everything together. And that's what I think I'm going to do, because that can happen to me. Now, so this is what I've got. Okay, I've got at least an inch, almost inch and a half here. So I've got some area that needs to be covered, but I think it will look nice with maybe some dark material here and covering. That's fine. I think that would look really cool. Okay. Yeah, I just realized something, that I might shorten my entire book, right? That's what we said. There, so we want to bring it in a bit. Okay, now if I would have been smart and I did that, then everything would have been perfect and my whole picture would show. But I still have to cover it anyway, so, there you go. All right, so here we are. Where do we want to cut it? I'm going to come in, squeeze these together. I want to at least be here and here. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to do the big cutaroo. Let's get this flush. And let's go down. Now, I haven't even shown you the new thing yet, so none of this is new. This is all old school, making junk journals. Nothing new has been revealed. Where will it come in? Okay. There. Okay, we did that. Let's hope to the gods we are cutting in the right spots. Yeah. Okay. Okay, everything looks good. Looks like it's going to be here, right on that line. And we cut. Absolutely devilishly fascinating so far, right? Okay, so now we should have a book that actually fits our signatures. And there we go. It fits. Okay. Does it fit? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, I would say so. When they all get snuggled in there, everything will be just fine, I tell you, just fine. What's that? Something weird stuck there. I thought so. I thought so. Okay. Maybe we should complete this so we don't have to keep looking at that. Let me find something. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to use more of this because it already matches on the inside. And look, it's not wide enough. What to do, Pam? What to do? It's going to be all right. Okay, let's make that. I could have wrapped it all the way around, but no, 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 no. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece and we're going to glue it here. We'll take another piece, we're going to glue it here, and then we're going to take another one and we're going to put it there. And let's see if that works. And no, that is not what I was planning on showing you. So this is the way it goes sometimes. Okay, here. Okay. Let's try this. Yeah, we're going to glue a little bit onto here. Yes, good. Okay, everybody's got to glue down. Glue onto here. Come along. Go about halfway. That'll get us the first one down. All right. There we go. All right, and it's okay that it's wrinkled. I think it gives it that more of a grungy, rustic sort of look. And we've got that going in here in the butterflies behind that. That's some really over-baked coffee paper, which I just love. Okay, that. Down the center. Spread it out. Looking good. Lift it up. You got a second or two with the Fabrifix. You can slide it around a bit. And you can do more trimming if you need to. Okay. All right, so we got that piece down. I'll just glue this down. Okay. All right. That's not bad. Maybe I'm going to only need 2 pieces, and that might be better for the technique I want to show you. Yeah. Let's just see where the fold is. Yeah, as long as it's in the fold here, that'll be okay. I don't think I need it quite this wide, so let's make it a little thinner. And maybe about, well, yeah. I don't know how, it's going to be shorter than that, but I just wanted to get an eyeball. Okay, let's tear a piece off. This tears this way and that way. Isn't that cool? I love fabric that does that. Thank you, fabric. Thank you. And, okay. Now we'll just go this way. All right, let's glue it down. Gluing on here. Yes, you little piece of paper, I see you curling up, and I'm going to glue you down. Gluing in here. And we're going to have to put a little on here. Yep, and I know there's probably going to be more, but I don't know how far to go over yet. So just putting the base glue down first, getting the finger action in there. Totally up to you. You can use a finger cot or, you know, a brush or something like that. I like the feeling of glue. It feels good. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Making a journal. Don't think I want it that far showing. You gotta hide a little bit. Okay. All right. Maybe this way. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Right, no, gotta tear this top part off. There we go. That's better. All right. You do have a few seconds with the Fabrifix, so don't worry. Don't fret. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay, here we go. Okay, is that good? Yeah, that's good. All right. I put tot. Totty, totty, tot, tot. Tot, tot. Okay. Don't even need that much, but that's okay. We got a lump there. Let's fix that up. Oh, there you go. You're unlumped. Okay. And now we're going to probably need a little extra glue just to cover in these little areas we missed. Okay. And if you're gluing all this down, you're pretty much done with the structure, but maybe I'm going to do a little sewing on here just because I think it might look cool. And yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that. Okay. Okay, flattening it all out. Okay. Okay, so obviously we have a few renegades down here that need to be dealt with. Totally need to be dealt with. Here I come. Okay, there we go. How'd it go? Not bad. Not bad at all. We have a covered spine. Let's reintroduce our spine. Okay, so here is our little journal looking adorably cute. I think that what I would like to do is, I don't know, maybe just sew around this. So hang on. I'm just going to sew it off camera because yeah, just because. Hold on. Now, didn't I give you the pitch of I'm going to show you everything? Yeah, I did. Okay, so much for that. Okay, back over here. Okay, just give me a second. I'm just moving all my stuff in the 1,000-degree heat because I love you guys. I love you guys. Okay, actually, I'm thrilled to be able to do this with you guys. So who am I kidding? This is fun stuff. And you know what? I live in Florida. Buck up, sister, you know? You're used to heat. Okay, bringing it over. I got it. Let's see. I don't even know what design I'm going to do. Here's my great angle shot. There you go. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to sew around the outside completely. I hope I have enough string. Well, let's just hope. I'm going to put it on a zigzag, a big, wide zigzag. It's probably going to come out weird because it came out weird earlier, so my tension's probably off, but I'm going to do it anyway. Here we go. And did I mention if you haven't gotten your sewing machine yet, maybe this is your year, because it's just a tool and it's just something to make your junk journaling more fun. And it's also a really helpful thing to anchor down things so they don't run around. And you'll know what I mean when you make a few junk journals and you'll feel like, oh, things are kind of running around. You know, the sewing machine can bring in that sense of security. It's not mandatory, but boy, can it really lighten up your day and put a smile on your face at the end of the day. And it's always good to learn a new skill. And this doesn't have to be, see how, I don't know if you can see it, but they're coming out all wrong, but I like it. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It looks like, you know, I internally struggle, and you can see my internal struggle, but I just think it looks homemade. It looks like, you know, grandma who was never really that good at sewing, so like knitted you a sweater, you know, and she really didn't know what she's doing, but she loves you, and that's all that really matters. That's kind of what it looks, that was the look I was going for. Yeah, it's not easy to produce that at will. And I can fix the tension and all that. I just don't, I like this look, actually. I really do. Little baby scissors, where are you? It's okay, I don't need to have another pair. Okay, so there. Now, let me show you what we got so far. We got this going all the way around. So we are anchored. We are well anchored, okay? Looking a little funky down, but it's well anchored. So I think since I have a seam here, I might do 3 rows down the middle. I shouldn't do 3 because I've got 4 signatures. Maybe I should do 4 rows down. Well, that's gonna mess up my whole idea. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna leave it. Back that out. Okay, yeah, no, because I want to show you something specific. So, okay, so now bringing you back over here gingerly, very gingerly, so I don't click you off by accident. We end up with a 2-parter. Okay, okay. First of all, so everybody and their brother knows where the folds are. I'm going to take my Aquarelle Stabilo pencil. No, forget that. I'm just going to take an ink pad. This is easier. And I'm just going to run it along the line of the fold. There. Now we can see it, right? That's where it folds. And here's the other fold. Look at that. There we go. There we go. And we're talking. Okay. Yeah. And now we got that. Okay, so now I know exactly where my spine is, and that's wonderful. I have 4 signatures. So what I think I'm going to do, I could use the pencil for this, but I don't know. I think I'm going to use a marker. And I'm going to try and make it look like it's part of the design. Okay, so I'm going to put this, see how I'm using my craft mat? I'm putting equidistant space from that black line to this white line. From that black line to this white line, and that's going to tell me that I've pretty much centered my my spine. Okay. It may or may not. You know, these things, there's a lot of like, you know, planning, and it doesn't work out exactly that way, but we still manage through. So this is what's happening. This is how it's all going down. I need to make 4 lines that are not these 2. Okay, so when I'm done, you should see 6 lines. And since it's not an odd number, I can't draw one down the middle because that won't work. So I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. So I'm going to do this with my grand eye of eyes. Okay, I'm going to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I got an idea of where to start. So about halfway through you, and about halfway, 1, 2. A little lower. Okay, and then maybe just on, oh no, maybe there, and maybe there. That's not so bad. I mean, that's pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to guess. I'm going to go to about here. 1, and then it's about the same distance in here. I guess you can see. This is eyeball guessing. You can measure this. There are ways to do this that are more professional than this. Now, I'm not going to be punching holes, so I'm not going to do ones in the middle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw lines, attaching these lines right off the edge. I hope this works in my plan of plans. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a mark where I'm going to be making my signatures attached to. So I need to know exactly where to put the signature. And I'm trying to work it into my design. I guess that's the ticket here. I've got some blacks, browns, neutrals, and I think it's going to be okay. And if it isn't, we can just punch holes in it. You know what I mean? I mean, there's always a way out of it, so don't worry. Okay. Now, we have our little signatures. Okay, now here's the thing. Okay, this is where you need a stapler, and you can use regular house stapler with a little trick, or you can use, the regular house stapler. Okay, what you're going to do, we can do one technique with this, and I will try and show you both. Or you can use fancy schmancy, super long arm. This is like stapler big bite. I don't think they call it that, but basically you can shove papers very deep into here. And then you can just staple. So you can buy this at any office store. Somebody was very kind to gift this to me. Thank you very much. And I actually use this quite a bit. I never thought I needed one until I realized I needed one. And it is very handy. So let us start. Which way should we start? Let's start actually on the left side. I don't know why. I just got a funny feeling it's better to do it that way. So I'm going to open this up. And I just put a different, a coffee dyed, some Sears and Roebuck catalog, some communications records, some old music, calligraphy paper. This is, I just did a Digikit, printed it onto a music page, and here we go. This is what's happening. Now what I put underneath, where's my spongy? This is just some stuff I got from packaging. It's like that hard to compress styrofoam sponge stuff. I don't know what it's called, but it makes a nice padding for underneath when you do this. And the thing is, when you staple, you want to keep your, okay, let's put this right where we want it. Now, we should be able to see the lines. Can you see? No, you're way too far away. Okay, come in closer. Okay, maybe even closer. We'll just go super close for the first one, then we'll back up. Okay, so there's my, this is my spine fold. We don't want that one. We want this one. Okay, that's where we're going. All right, so I'm going to come in here. I'm going to put you equidistant from the top and the bottom. Can't see that on the bottom, right? Let me back up a little bit. Okay, sliding the whole thing up. Okay, getting it in view. So I can see enough. This looks equal to what that is on top. Like the signature is centered. Checking where the fold is, checking where the line is, checking the fold, checking the line. We are in position. We are in position. Commander, open up your stapler, ma'am. Okay. Now this is the tricky part. You got to figure out exactly where the staple comes out. So kind of look. You got to look at it. Don't shoot it at yourself, but look where the staple comes out. That's what you want to go. You got to move everything out of the way when you do this. It's one of those things. And you hope that you staple it in the right spot. That's all I can tell you. Yeah. Here we go. Ready? Now you're not trying to close the staple. It probably won't close. We're going to close it after. Okay, here we go. And you can put 3 in if you want. I don't see why not. Oh, geez. You know what? I made a mistake. We should not have covered that because now I'm going to have my staples come through. Well, guess what? Guess we get to fix that, don't we? Yes, we do. Guess what? We're only going to do 2 staples, too, because I did that silliness. That's okay. I already have a workaround. Don't worry. It's going to be all right. It's how you get out of it. Okay, so now what do you have? You have this. Can you see that? You have, there. Can you see the staples? Yeah. Staples? Yeah. Now you're going to come with something like a bone folder or your thumbnail. You could probably do it with these thumbnails now, but you're going to, let me take the padding out because I want to press. I'm going to press down and fold in, okay? Fold in. Okay, come back over here. So we're not sewing, so if you don't have a crocodile big bite, you don't have an awl, you don't have thread, you don't have needle, this is how you can make a, I'm hoping this works. So far, so good. Okay, it looks like it's in the right position. Now we fold. It's handy to have a bone folder because it gives you nice, sharp creases. Okay. Yep, looking good. We are in position. We are in position. Okay. And you can fold that more if you want to, but it is secure. It's not going anywhere. Okay. Number 1 down. Now we're going to carry on to number 2. What time is it? Oh yeah, we're doing okay. All right. I'm just going to give that extra fold in the beginning. Gives it nice and creasy. Making sure we're oriented the right way. Always important to check. Okay, now, same thing. I'm going to place this right. Can you see? Let me take it closer. Line number 2. Where's my pencil? Here. I'm going to aim for here. I'm going to try and be in the same north-south position as the other one. And then put the second one down. I know you can't see, so I'm going to back up. I'm going to slide up. There we go. Okay. My fold is there. My fold is there. I feel like I am at the same position. And here comes my stapler. All right, here we go. Ready? Oh, I don't have the thing underneath me. Yep, no, you got to have that. It won't work otherwise. Take it out. Take it out. Okay, get the spongy pants underneath. Okay, go back down. Reposition. Double checking. Everybody's aligned and okay. And now we're just going to use a stapler. A good old, most people have them tool. Okay, that was kind of weird. We better put another one in. Okay. Sometimes they go sideways if it goofs. So, all right. So now I'm going to take these. Where are they? Oh, they didn't come through. Look at that. That's okay. I don't think it has to, does it? Not really, because I'm going to cover it with something. Because I get to now. Yay, me. Yeah. Yes, I get to now. Okay, they're easy to fold down, so don't worry about that part. That's easy. But do make sure you fold them down nice so nobody gets hurt. But we are going to cover that because of my... If I would have waited and put those brown pieces on after, I wouldn't have had to do that. But yeah, it's me. What can I say? Okay, now let's take this one out because this is a complete... This is called a... Is that a kibosh? That was like a total goof. Disaster. So we just take it out and it's gone. And let's fold. We're training the paper. Training the paper. Bone folder. Bone folder, you're on. You're on in 0 minutes. There you are. Okay. There we go. How you doing, Sonny? I'm dandy, Mom. Everything's just fine down here. Okay. So we have 2 more. Let's do it. All right. I'm gonna super crease with the bone folder. Double check that orientation is oriented in the way I want it to be. Place. I'm aligning the line I drew, raising it to the northernmost point, going to the south, aligning, and here's where I have to remember to get this. There, I remember this time. Now I'm double checking because things migrated. Okay, I know you migrated. You can clip this all down too if you're unsure. You can paper clip the whole thing so it is going to be in the right place for you. Okay, let's try it. Oh, that felt like it wonky. Yeah, you can tell when it's wonky. It's like a feel. Just take it out and do it again. Just go straight down. Up, that wonky. Okay. That'll happen. It's part of it. There's probably a reason. I just don't know what it is. Okay, here we go. Okay, I think that one went better. Yeah, it's usually like 3. You know, it takes 3. Like licks to the bottom of a Tootsie Pop. 3. Flipping it over. Let me zoom in so you can see this. Now these did not come through either, but they're there. I can see them poking through. So I am just folding them over underneath. And they are catching. Okay, and here's the other one. I can feel it with my fingers. This one did come through. Folding and folding. It might be hard for you to see the thingies, but they are there. And now let's train the paper. And we're 1 more. And then we are done. We are done completing this. And then you can just decorate it or leave it as a... you can leave it as a writing journal, which is fine. And if you're a little bit off, sometimes you can just like fold this a little bit differently and we'll make the paper. See, I seem to have one low paper for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm gonna make it fold up. Yeah, we'll just see what happens, and then it should. Is it sitting up? No, we might just. I don't know. We'll just figure that out later. Okay. Yeah. You know, I'll just trim it. Where's the scissor? If it's not going to comply, and if it's sticking too low, here I come. Cutting it out like a wedge out. There. Oh, you didn't see any of that. Now it fits. Yeah, basically I just made it. Back up, Pam. I just made it fit by slicing off a wedge on the bottom. If something migrated, and sometimes things migrate, they do, but don't think like, oh no, it didn't work. I just cut too much off. Let's just try again. Let's try. It's okay if one's a little shorter. Okay. Just trimming it to make it look pretty. There we go. Okay, all is well. And the last one, the big finale, the big shoe, the big shoe. Here we go. Fold crease, double checking. Okay, because some of these, like some things stick out a little bit. Let me see if that's going to stick out too much. Are you going to stick out? Yeah, you look like you're sticking out too much. And right now I can jump in. See how that guy's just looks like out? Yeah, I don't even, this is a grand time, a grand opportunity. Come on along with your craft knife. And you just tell them, no, there'll be none of that. There'll be none of that. You're going to be in line with everybody else. Yes, yes, you are. Now you could tear those little parts off. You could cut them off. You could do all sorts of fun things. Pink them off. This is a reproduction of a watercolor that I did. I thought it would be fun to be a center picture. Yes, if it's your art, you can print it and sell it. And you don't have to ask permission because it's coming from you. Yes, which is kind of nice. Okay, so I'm making sure I am aligned, I am on the spot, and I am in the correct north and southness of it all, and I'm on my spongy. I'm on my spongy, and here I come. Here I come. To staple the day. That one went well. Maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, we did. We got lucky. Yeah, okay. Now come back here. We should have two that are sticking up. And we do. I can see them. Yeah, I can feel them. You can't see them. You have to go away. There they are right there. 1, 2. Okay. You're sticking through. So we're going to fold you down. So you're not going to go anywhere. Here's the other one not too far there. Right here. Okay. Down. And down. Now, there we go. All right, so let's train you. I didn't want to be trained. You're going to be trained. I didn't want to. No, you're going to like it. Sometimes they talk back a little bit, you know what I mean? But once they fall in line and they realize that this is their new home and they're going to a happy place, everybody is A-okay with the whole program. Okay, there we go. We made a big fat journal. Now, if I got my spacing exactly right, that would look really cool. But the actual journal is full. I mean, this is a full journal already. Look, like when it wants to sit up, it already has some lift. So you can still decorate this if you want to. Let's say you do have a gap here. Maybe I should have put this one a little further this way, but you can put a big tuck in here. Like maybe you could make a big notebook or something. Not a big notebook, but a smaller notebook. Tuck it into the back or glue it onto the back cover to fill in that space if you're so concerned about the space. That is where I thought my eyeballing wasn't bad, but hey, maybe I was a little off. It happens, but it's not bad. I mean, it looks actually pretty good on that side. So now what would I do on here? I think what I would do, because they are open, like they're not open staples, but they are sharp staples, I would cover it with something pretty. So let me go rummage and I'll be right back. All right, let's try this. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Yeah, that's pretty. Now it's gonna go around the fold, so it's gonna do that. But I think that's really pretty. Isn't that pretty? I don't know. I think it's pretty. I mean, it's a personal thing, but I think it's pretty. Oh, I guess there's a little lacy Holly Hobby sort of, you know, thingy in me. Okay, here we go. Let's just glue where the actual spine is, so I know how far north, how far south, all that kind of stuff. And then I'm going to finger smoosh this. So hopefully we don't get bleed through, and silicone glue is pretty good for that. Okay. And it would be helpful if I had a straight line here. So, I hope that's straight. If not, we'll figure it out. Okay. All right, here we go. Straight. straight. Well, that looks nice. I like that very much, yes. Okay, we're going to glue this all down much better, but oh, this is looking really nice. This looks better than I had hoped. Yep. Now if I could, you know, it would be better to use fabric scissors here, but they're half a foot away, okay? You know what I mean? I'd have to reach. Oh, dude. Okay, so put a little bit of this down. It's better to actually put it on this, but then you might have a bleed through. Okay, I'll just do both and see what happens. But I will do finger smoosh on both, because if you put it on this piece, then you won't ever go put your glue too far that way, which is nice. But I already did the other part, so there we go. And we're in. Okay, turn it over, same thing. Okay, let me just put a little bit here. Not too far out. Now, if you do put it on here, get those fingers smooshing in fast. Don't wait, because you will get bleed through otherwise. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, now let's back you up a little bit. Now, we're going to mold it a little bit. The glue is grabbing. I can feel it all becoming gluish. There we go. Okay, so basically, we made a journal just by stapling in the signatures, 2 staples, north and south, and I think it's well put together and it's strong. I don't have fear of them coming apart, especially because I reinforced